So, I've gotten lots of requests to talk about the text to speech program that I use. So, as I'm doing assignments, I have all of my assignments, all of my PDFs read to me with a text to speech program. And a couple of people saw that and said, wow, I wish I could do that. So, today I'm going to show you how. So the three programs that you're going to need are one, Balboca, which is the text-to-speech program. Second, you're going to need a full version of Adobe Acrobat in order to make sure everything has text. And third, you're going to need a copy of Google Chrome to make sure that all your PDFs are accessible. Okay? So first I'm going to talk about how to use Balboca, then I'm going to talk about OCRing documents, making sure your documents have text, and then fourth I'm going to talk about using secure documents. Okay? So if you do not have Balboca already, you can just go into Google Balboca, Balboka, and you'll pop up a bunch of different sites where you can download it. You can probably just download it from CNET. It's a free program. That should be pretty easy. Okay? And get that installed. Once you install it, you can open it. You see I already have a few documents in here. I'm going to close all those. So this is what it'll look like when you first open. Obviously you have your controls at the top. This starts your document, pauses it, stops it. And then these settings down here are important. So you have several voices to choose from. If you're using a Windows computer, these will be David, Hazel, and Zira by default. They'll already be installed. I like to use Zira just because it works for me, and I like to set the rate to 1 and the pitch to 3. And you can dial down these settings as you like. My recommendation when it comes to the rate, how fast it reads to you, is pick a speed that is close to the speed that you read. You don't want it to be reading faster than you typically read because you'll find your recall will start to decline. And I did that at first, sped it up, I got through my papers quickly, and then I couldn't remember any of them. So I highly recommend slowing that down to about the speed that you actually read. Okay? So this program is fairly straightforward to use. I'm going to go to File, Open, and open the document that I want to read. So I have 3 documents here in this folder, and I'm going to grab the first one. Solomon's 3 Principles of Cash. Okay, so it pops up in the document. All of this text is being extracted straight from the PDF. It'll work on anything with text. So I'm going to select a spot to start, and then I'll let it read, and you can see what it sounds like.
The AFEE curriculum is used in its entirety at the Acton School of Business, based in Austin, Texas, an intense 1-year program taught exclusively by successful entrepreneurs. To learn more, visit www.actonmba.org. April 2014. Solomon's 3 Principles.
Okay, so one thing that you'll notice is at the end of this line, it kind of stopped and started again. What I found is if the text is breaking in the wrong location, you can hit text, format text, and it'll automatically format that text. So it'll be easier to read. It won't
Principle
jump around.
3. Your goal in evaluation is to narrow the region of darkness, not calculate a precise value, which is impossible.
Right, so see how it fluidly went over that line. If you're having any problems with that, go to text and format the text. Okay, so like I said, we got our rate good. We're comfortable with how fast it's reading. The pitch is comfortable on our ears. We're using a voice that we like. Great. So this is a great way to go through and read the documents. I will typically take the document and follow along. So let's just go down to page 2.
How are value, price, and money related? Value is a personal judgment. It is a subjective measure of your personal needs and desires. Price expresses how you value an object in terms of money. Because value is a personal judgment, there is no direct, objective way for one person to value another person's needs and desires.
So I read through along with the program and then I highlight as I go, and that makes a good way to sort of read and study at the same time. So the main benefit of this, apart from, there's sort of three main benefits for it. The first is that often as I'm reading on my own, I will find myself rereading the same paragraph over and over again. This is a easy way to keep yourself on pace and actually get through your readings much quicker. Um, Second, I just find it more pleasant. I can actually, read, comprehend, and keep track of my highlights and jot down notes at the same time, so you can actually get more out of the readings. And then finally, I find that when I'm actively reading, it drains a lot of mental energy, and you just put so much effort into reading 30 pages, whereas it's much simpler to kind of set back and listen to 30 minutes of reading rather than actively reading it. So I find that I spend a lot more of my mental energy on actually doing the work rather than reading through the case. Okay? So that is how to use the program. Now, next I'll go through a couple of scenarios where your documents don't just go easily into the program. Okay, awesome. So let's take a look at, this was an easy one because it already had text that we could read. I'm going to go to a document real quick that does not have text. So this document it looks like it has text. It looks like there's something in here, but in fact, this is just a photograph of a page. And so there is no text for me to select, and there's no text for the program to read. No problem. So in Adobe, if I go to my full tools, there is a function called OCR, Optical Character Recognition, text recognition. And if I select recognize text in this file, it will pop up a dialog box that says, do you want to read this page and see if there's any text in it? And what it does is it recognizes this shape as an M and this shape as an N and this shape as a G, and it automatically creates text for you. So I'm going to go ahead and run this program. It takes just a few seconds per page to run through and do that OCR. And before, we were not able to select any text. There was no text in the page. And when this is finished, we can see that now there is text. Everything is selectable. Okay? And there's actually, words that are behind this. Save the file. And then now, when I bring it into Balboca, it will actually have text. So, File, Open, Managing Risk and Reward. Now there's text. And this text, you can see some of it is a little inaccurate, but the reading is not that bad. We go through.
E of the opportunity coin I.E. If someone were already providing the same product or service, the opportunity would likely not exist.
So that is text that's entirely extracted from a PDF. Adobe has a particularly good OCR engine, which means that the text will be more accurate in Adobe than if you're using another program. Okay? Awesome. So I want to show you one other thing. This is a secured PDF. There's lots of reasons that these secured PDFs can be created this way. If you're dealing with a secured PDF that you need to OCR, it will not let you OCR it. Therefore, you need to make sure that the security is disabled. Easiest way to do that is to open it with Google Chrome. From Google Chrome, you can print the PDF. Because it's running it through a print engine, it's saving a totally new document without any of the Adobe security, but I'm still saving it as a PDF. Okay, so Adobe, Chrome has many print engines, print drivers for different printers. If I click Save as a PDF, I save it, name it version 1, and now I have an unsecured document that I can OCR and highlight just like I usually would. Okay, so this is now an unsecured document. That secure that was up at the top is gone, and I can highlight it and use it as I like. Okay, so you would run the OCR program on this and be able to use it in Balboca. So that's a quick introduction onto how to get text-to-speech running for all your documents. Hope that was useful, and I'll see you guys next time.